Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Redskins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Ready, set. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Bravo. 5.
Off the play fake. Malloy. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, Malloy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Play action. Haskins. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now it's Haskins. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first time. I'll try to do better here. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Ready. 30 base.
To throw on second down. Malloy. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you? And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. First carry for Darius Geis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Let's go. Right there. 54. That's it. Here we go. Mike's 54.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Geis with the carry on second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Check. Mike, 53.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. Here's Breida. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On second down, a run with Breida. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Keep playing all day. Let's get it.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, high 7. Go.
From the gun on third down, Malloy. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This is taken at about the 14. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a first and 10.
Set,
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins. And he's going to go down again. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Haskins to throw. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On the return is Pettis. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Here we go. Here we go. Get.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Coaching spell. Check 3.
2nd and 4. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 27-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Looking to throw. Malloy. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Malloy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Warner. The Niners on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Malloy. will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Now Haskins dumps it off for Geis. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here comes Pettis on the return. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
18 Gator.
This is Breida on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. 2nd and 14. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Looking to throw. Malloy. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They go play action now. Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins. He's got his man on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Haskins. And he's got his man on the out route. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
This is Breida. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Guy's showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down. Play action. Haskins. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Haskins. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Haskins will throw. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Off play action. Haskins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Well, throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Talk about flipping the script. That punt return 86 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Off the play fake. Haskins, he's going to go for a big into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They run with Breida, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They run again with Breida. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at about the Redskins' 41.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? On the delay, here's Breida. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Well, it's an offense. You know, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. He's got a first down past the 30. He's at the 50. 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 81 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Malloy. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
218, chop.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise at this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Throwing on second and long. Haskins. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Check, 53's mine. Check, 53 to go.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They'll run on first down. Rodgers. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Another carry now for Rodgers. And he gets it down to the 32.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't on. On the ball, 54. Mike, 54.
Now a give, right side. Rodgers. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. On play action, Haskins. There goes a deep ball, end zone, as his guys are in for 6. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Now the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Second and 2. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd and short. Well, I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On 1st and 10, Malloy. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and abundant. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Back to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, it's Rodgers. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rodgers. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Haskins to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready? 18 Gator. Go. Go. 59. Check down.
They'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. He's back to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
A gain of 26 yards. And a
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
61, matchbox, white. Hey, Orville. Get it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
The kick is good, and can you believe this? They win it with zeros on the clock. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Let's go, buddy.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins, and he will find his man on the outside. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You better bring.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike. Coming to you.
4th down, here's Haskins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bishop. And he'll go down, but not before getting his inside the 30. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 27. Here's Haskins to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll run. It's Rodgers. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. Back to throw. Malloy, the 40. Past the 20. 10, and he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for San Francisco, they boost their record up to a strong